Hello again. A simply outrageous court case is currently taking place in London. It is the prosecution of a police officer for supposedly assaulting the mother of a young child in the street, in public. Before going any further, I thought that a little role-playing exercise might be in order. You know, the kind of thing they do at staff training days and such like. I want all you viewers to pretend that you are passengers leaving a bus in Croydon and that I'm a ticket inspector carrying out a random spot check to make sure that everybody has paid their fares. You know the kind of thing. A couple of ticket inspectors and accompanied by a police officer simply check people's passes and tickets. Let's give it a go and see how it goes. Good afternoon, sir. May I see your ticket, please? What do you think? I'm guessing that 99.9% of you would have responded by saying something along the lines of, good afternoon, Mr. Ticket Inspector. Here's my ticket. Whereupon I say, thank you, sir. Have a nice day. And we part company. Easy, isn't it? Now consider, if you will, what happened in Croydon on July the 21st last year, when Jocelyn Aguirman got off the bus and the ticket inspector said, "Good afternoon, madam. May I see your ticket, please?" Yes, you can see the stage is set for confrontation and violence there, no mistake. After he asked for her ticket, she sucked her teeth and walked away without showing him her Oyster pass. She had incidentally paid the correct fare with the Oyster card. The inspector then indicated to a police officer that he had not seen the woman's ticket, and the officer went after her and said, "Excuse me, madam, may we see your ticket, please?" So far, there's no dispute at all about what happened. Jocelyn Aguirman had a small child with her, and rather than just show her Oyster card, she began cutting up rough. She also refused to stop walking away, and the police officer took her arm to detain her, with a view to arresting her for fare evasion. He was asked in court why he had put his hand on her arm, and he answered in bewilderment that he didn't know what else he could have done, since the woman refused to stop walking away and was suspected of evading a fare. At this point, it all kicked off because the woman began swearing, shouting and struggling, and there was a grand scene. In the description to this video, I give a clip from YouTube showing how Jocelyn Aguirman carried on when she was asked for her ticket and the way in which a crowd soon gathered. Bear in mind she had actually paid her fare and needed only to show her Oyster card either to the ticket inspector or the police officer, the way that any normal person would have done, which she eventually did and was allowed to continue her journey. Now, in the most craven way imaginable, the Metropolitan Police Force had decided to arrest this officer and charge him with assault. Assault by beating, if you don't mind. I mean, there's YouTube video of the whole thing. You can watch it and judge for yourself what you think he actually did. I give a link to this case, or report on the case, in the description to this video. Later that week, of course, there was a protest march about police brutality against black people. I am irresistibly reminded of the sketch by Black American comedian Chris Rock, showing the correct way to respond when a police officer asks you something. I dare say some of you would have seen this. If not, I give a link to that too in the description to this video. Do watch it. Watch the clip from YouTube of Jocelyn Aguirman being asked for her ticket, and then watch the Chris Rock skit on the subject of what happens when police officers ask a black person for their driving licence and so on, and the correct way to carry on. This is all a perfect instance of how some people are architects of their own misfortune. If only this wretched woman had simply shown her Oyster card to the ticket inspector as any normal person would have done, this whole business would never have erupted in this way. There is a message here for our society, I think, beyond the obvious one, of course, of giving Croydon a very wide berth these days.